lot of attachment that's coming in the voice, okay? He is worried, the fear. All of us, like we spoke yesterday, have some conflict in our life, some conflict. And that's the conflict which, brings all the sorrows and joys also in our life. That's the main thing, okay? So check your conflict, because Arjuna is going to, reveal his conflict unknowingly. And once his conflict comes to surface, Krishna all through the Gita is working on solving that conflict. The fun part is all of our conflicts arise from the common 2 or 3 things. It's usually the attachments, the fears which arise from them. Then there is worry, again because of fear. But everything boils down to one thing, and that's attachment. So mamaka, mine, mamaka, my sons, me and mine is the problem for all of us. So today when you check your conflict, if you have already checked it since yesterday, the conflict is something to do with us. It's the self that we know as, okay? It's my spouse, or my job, or my body, or my health, or something to do with me. So the conflict is starting right here, within our own self. And we are looking for solutions everywhere in the world. When it's going to start within you, then the solution has to come from within you. So that's why we actually, through the Gita, what we do is, initially we feel okay, we are looking outside. Soon you'll realize that all the work is on the self. All the time I'm looking at myself. I have to, okay? And the minute I start looking at myself, I see the conflict. I see the reason for the conflict. And then only I'm able to resolve the conflict, not before that. So people will get a lot of solutions. Even through, even through the Gita, you will get solutions. But eventually, unless you know your conflict, if you're not actually surfaced it up, it's not going to get resolved. That's why he said, whatever is the conflict, check it and hold it in front of you. And this time we're going to resolve it. So we all will feel, oh, my conflict is different. Her conflict is different. There are so many people with different conflicts. How are we going to, get answers from one person, one Krishna? All the conflicts are arising from the same seed. And that's attachment. Dhritarashtra is attached to the kingdom and the throne. But why? He's not technically attached to the kingdom and the throne. He's attached to himself. When I'm attached to myself, what is this myself? That too we need to know. It's not the self, okay? It's myself. So when it is myself, then what is it that I'm attached to? I'm attached to the name and the form. When I was born as a child, as a baby, there was no attachment. What was the attachment? No attachment. And then somebody told me, you're this one, this one, this one. Okay, the name stuck. And then the form. So the form came and there was a name given to the form, okay? Because the form is of a human body. Could be a girl or a boy, it doesn't matter, gender is different. But then we get a name for this form, okay? And the name and the form is what we hold on to. And this attachment brings all the Vishada for us, all the Vishada. Of course, it does bring joys. But if you think about, anything, the joys in your life, you can, actually count on your fingers. And the sorrows, never ending. We'll always say that. Mera jo sorrow hai na, zindagi bhar ka hai. And sometimes we say janam janam ka, like, as if I'm carrying the sorrow for lives together. But the joys, yeah, we do remember, and we are very happy, smiling, but there are so few. And the sorrow, it could be just one, okay? I'm not saying that if you actually count the number of sorrows, they're going to be like more in number. It could be just one sorrow, which is so heavy that none of the joys are actually enjoyed. If you want to enjoy, okay, then the sorrow that's weighing so heavily on you needs to be, checked. Why is this sorrow coming? Where is this coming from? Because unless we actually don't understand Vishada, there is no way we are going to understand anything that Krishna is going to speak. We need to understand why Arjuna is feeling so much sorrow and why the first verse begins with Mama, Mamatva. Mamatva is mine, attachment. So right now, whatever we are attached to, okay, individually, each one of us, whatever, whoever, anything that we could be attached to a job. You could be attached to your boss. You could be attached to whatever you're doing in your life, your spouse, your family, your dog. We don't know. I mean, we are attached to a lot of things. But there are a few, very few who are so close that the thought of living without them gives us jitters. No way. I can't live without this, and this person, this job, or this money, or this house, whatever it is. So this thought that is so close to your heart, just check what it is. Whatever it is going to bring you the joy and the sorrow. So whatever it is that we are attached to, that needs to kind of slowly detach. Okay, unattached rather than detached. So it's not like, oh, I'm so attached to my spouse. Is she telling me to just drop that person? No, we don't need to drop anybody because I'm attached to this self, this name in the form of myself, because of which this one becomes my spouse, this one becomes my whatever, mother, father, whatever. Every relation that comes is because of the attachment to the body. So everything begins from this. The story begins here. Mama, okay, mine, my sons, and me and my sons, my throne, my kingdom. It's all about mine. So this mind is very much worried and asking Sanjaya, oh my God, now what's going to happen there? Now it's kind of building up for us.